When you have a system that's undersized, like we said, it's a spectrum. It goes from working really well to not working so well to meh to not working at all. When the system's undersized, a few things happen that you'll notice. It'll still be working, but you'll have a lot of times problems with a lot of holes from abrasion, right? You have a lot of abrasion at the bottoms of the bags, especially, and that's because the airspeed inside, because you're pushing so much air through a small box, the airspeed is so fast that a lot of times it causes more abrasion on the bottoms than we normally would see. But we can verify our system is too small by checking the differential pressure and how it relates to cleaning. So in a normal system, when we size it, we size the bag house so that while you're running at full capacity, however much dust is coming into the collector can be removed by the cleaning system without having to shut down, right? So let's say you've got 1,000 pounds per hour comes in. We size the system so that it can effectively remove 1,000 pounds per hour or a little more without having to shut the system down, without having to turn the fan off. If it's undersized, what happens is 1,000 pounds per hour comes in, only 800 or 900 goes out at a time. And then slowly it kind of gets like overloaded, backed up slowly, slowly. So what you'll see is when you start up, the differential pressure looks normal. It goes up and then you clean and it goes down and then it starts building up again. But as you run for longer and longer, you start getting more and more overloaded. And then eventually you get the DP goes up and then you try to clean more and more and it doesn't quite go all the way down before it goes back up again. And then eventually it does that until it's just high all the time and you're pulsing continuously, nothing's happening until you turn the fan off. And then all of a sudden you pulse and it's like boom, everything comes falling down. This is a sign that it's undersized because those velocities inside are too high for the dust to fall off while the fan's running. So this is why we caution people when they're told that they're supposed to clean down at the end of the day. In most cases, with pulse jet bag houses, in most cases, that's like a shorthand of we undersized it. You need to do this to give it breathing room again. It's like giving it CPR. Because if you turn the fan off, clean everything off, and then turn it back on, it's like everything's brand new again. The problem is then when you're running, right, it builds up and it can't keep up with itself long term. So you can get a system that's undersized, it'll work, but now you're running it in a way you have to shut down periodically, clean it offline, turn it back on. That's incredibly inconvenient, lowers productivity, production rates, right? And that's not how it's supposed to work. So you might save a little bit of money buying something too small, but you end up with those kinds of problems. So hopefully that answers that question that one of our attendees had about what that means when the DP goes high, stays high until you offline clean. That's usually what that's caused by. The system is undersized, or the cleaning system is damaged or something like that. It could be, but usually it's because the system is a little too small for what you're doing with it.